Hi, my name is Tim, and I'm going to tell you three things that I learned. In 2008, I learned how to change my oil on the car that I had at the time. My teacher was my brother, who was a mechanic, who is a mechanic, and I watched him change oil about 4 or 5 times before I actually started changing oil myself. Um, when I got done changing the oil, which surprisingly was a lot easier than I thought. And the first time that I tried changing my oils, I actually got it all done. Um, that was quite an accomplishment. I mean, knowing how to change your oil and knowing what you need to change your oil and making the mistakes during and after you change your oil is definitely something that I was not expecting, especially when the oil kept on spilling out everywhere. When I bought the oil drain, I didn't know that you had to unscrew a little thing on top so that the oil can drip down into the pan. So that was interesting, and I saw how greasy or why how greasy mechanics are because the oil's freaking everywhere and it gets everywhere and it's hard to get out. The second thing that I learned was how to change my brakes, and that was in 2009. And I watched my brother change multiple brakes at that time. It was probably the fifth car that I saw him change his brakes, and I really, really got into watching him changing the brakes that I thought, hey, I could do it myself. So I decided to change my own brakes. And it was quite easy than I expected as well. Um, After changing them, I felt accomplished again. Uh, Knowing how to change my brakes is a big thing, especially if you are trying to save money and you just want to change your own brake pads. I mean, taking it to a shop may cost you a little bit more, but just buying the brake pads and changing them yourselves might be easier for you to do. So learned that, and it was it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was stress. There was a lot of stress, but it was fun. The third thing that I learned is how to change my lights, which is a very, very important thing, especially since I live in Toledo or I'm guessing anywhere, because cops will pull you over no matter what and say, hey, what's wrong with this? You need to change that. And I've been pulled over a few times because of it, and that's why I had to learn how to change my lights. After learning how to change the lights without too much trouble, it was another easy thing to learn. I felt accomplished as well. And knowing how to change my lights and knowing that all I had to do is go to the store, grab a light bulb, and change it right there in a matter of seconds is an awesome thing to know. Because your light might go out. What are you going to do? And then if you don't change it quick enough, you might get pulled over and get a ticket. So that's another good thing to learn. What was my favorite is actually changing the oil. The oil was my favorite. Um, why it was my favorite is I actually had to change my oil in front of my apartment complex, which was right by a busy street. So I got to have tons and tons of people watch me get under my car, get out from under my car, sit in my car, look real confused. So it was quite funny after I accomplished it and felt accomplished that I was able to do it and not feel like, hey, this person doesn't know what he's doing, but he does. So that was the most fun that I've had in a while, actually, and yeah, that's about it. Every one of these examples deals with how to maintain your vehicle, and thank you for watching me.